appreciate you taking some time to talk with me this morning.
I appreciate you taking the time as well.
We're here to talk about Dreamcatcher, of course. And for those of you who don't know, with me today is DJ Dreamcatcher,
Exactly
aka
right.
Travis Burns. How are you?
Travis Burns. I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem at all. Tell us a little bit about your character before we get into it.
So, DJ Dreamcatcher, aka Dylan. He is charismatic, he's spiritual, he's troubled. He has an obsessive passion for his craft. But, he got famous a little bit too quick, which can be quite dangerous. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
So where do we find Dylan at the beginning of the film mentally?
Mentally, he's in I would say, a troubled state. He's almost at the end of his wits, and he's just about to be launched into stardom. And then at the beginning of the film, everything goes terribly wrong for him, and he finds himself into a 48-hour kind of whirlwind with violence and mayhem. And I don't want to give too much away, but yeah.
I think that's an issue with me talking with you today and Adrian yesterday and some of the other is that there's some things I want to explore, but man, it would give way too much away.
Yeah, I think everyone will probably say the same thing. Like, we want to tell you so much information, but because it's kind of like a whodunit, a Scream type of film, you don't want to give too much away or too many hints to be like, oh, it could be him, it could be her. Mm-hmm. But I can give you, little bits and pieces along the way. So hopefully I don't give it away.
Of course. Watching Dreamcatcher, I didn't expect to have so much character development, especially from so many different people. Can you talk a little bit about, maybe when you read the screenplay and kind of took a look at that it's a whole lot more than just your classic slasher film?
Absolutely. And when I first read the script, and then I went for the audition, they offered me the part, and I went into my coach to really dig deep and kind of figure out what happened before to this point at the start of the film. And we did a massive big backstory, and we felt like it was really thorough, and basically the character development from there on, he just puts everything into action, and basically his planning and stuff, it comes through to tuition.
Another aspect of the film that's almost as important as a character is Cataclysm itself. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about the setting? I know that Adrian told me yesterday that it seemed like it was the perfect location to film.
Oh, it definitely was. It definitely was. We're in this massive, huge warehouse. I'm pretty sure it was like packing boxes. It used to be that, but now they hire it out for film sets. And basically we shot there for the first, I want to say like 5 or 6 days. Everything was shot at night. So we're there, we turned up to set around 5 p.m., finished around 4 a.m. So it was, you have to keep yourself awake, Red Bulls, coffee and stuff like that. And the setting of the big DJ moment and the party and everything, I was kind of up on stage and everyone was down below, and it was really quite surreal of feeling like I was an actual DJ for, that couple hours that I was up there. It was really cool.
Do you have any prior DJ experience by any chance?
I'm going to say no. I used to do a little bit on the computer, but not even close to what real DJs do.
What did you think of the outfit, of the mask, the persona that you put on when you got up there?
It was incredible. The mask itself, Jacob, the director, did a really good job and had some great connections, and we actually got it made through Marvel, which was awesome. So we only got 2 of them made. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep one because it was too expensive and they wouldn't give it to me. One went to the producer and to Jake. And as soon as some scenes, they have little eyes in them. I don't. You've seen the mask, right?
Yes.
So they had interchangeable masks. Eyes.
Oh.
So one set of eyes, you can't see anything through it. So you literally put on the mask, can't see. And then they've got like a mesh so you can kind of see through. And I remember doing a couple of scenes where they were with the mesh so I could kind of see through, and the eyes were a little bit far apart. So I only had like a little bit of vision. And then there was other scenes where I was doing the DJ, I had blackout ones. So I had a mask and I was literally just in the dark, just, yeah. I couldn't see anything. But as soon as you put it on, I felt, I guess, in charge of the character and Dylan, and I really like stood into him.
I want to talk a little bit about your scene with the character played by Nikki Pierce. You guys have a very, very intense scene. It's near the beginning, so I don't feel too bad about it. But it really sets the tone to how Dreamcatcher is going to develop. And I think that's when I realized there's a whole lot more than just your typical slasher. Can you talk about filming that and maybe even your reaction to seeing the finished product?
So filming the opening, the start of the movie scene, right? With Nikki, are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So filming that was actually our first day on set. First time I kind of met her, I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. This is gonna be great. And really like kind of diving in deep, and it's like, we got to create that connection and make it kind of unique and not, I mean, it was kind of like a makeout session, but like make it unique and different to what a normal one, and using the pill and to dig into that, and then going into like a whirlwind of violence just not long after, and getting lost in that. It was really I mean, I thought it was super fun, and it was a good first day on set.
Or in the film, is your character Dylan in control of his life, or is Josephine in control of your life?
Dylan used to be in control. When he first started DJing, it was all about the music, creating and all the arts. But then progressing, getting further and further into the DJing world and getting more famous, so to speak. Josephine, took that step and made it all about business, and I think that's where Dylan had his bit of a switch and didn't really want that for himself. So to answer your question, I guess, yeah, Josephine.
I find it real interesting because your success is basically her success.
Exactly right.
And it seems like even if you at one point don't want it anymore, it doesn't matter to her. We're going to push along.
I feel like her success is, my success is her success, and she's a bit jealous and she wants it all for herself. Hence what happens throughout the film.
Right. But that's a great aspect of it, because you have so much interaction with different characters, and it adds to the level of whodunit. I've mentioned it several times already in a couple of interviews. The opening scene where everyone's wearing a mask.
Yes.
It's really good.
I don't think I've seen that yet.
Yeah,
something before me.
It's everyone's like it's almost like a dreamscape.
They take it off or put it on.
One of the two, but they take it off. They have to take it off. It would make no sense if they put it on.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I that was in the trailer. I saw the film a while ago, but I haven't seen it completely finished, done. But I'm like so excited to watch it. So, one more week.
Yes, actually, on the 5th.
Yeah.
So, are you a fan of slashers?
I am actually. Well, my wife doesn't really like horror movies, so to speak, but this is kind of like a horror thriller. And I remember watching a lot of like I Know What You Did Last Summer and the Screams and stuff, and I always enjoyed those type of movies. So it was actually fun to get the script, develop the character, and actually be involved in how and kind of watching it play out and how they film it behind the scenes. And it was really, really exciting and really cool to be a part of.
How do you feel Jacob Johnston's vision was in using films like you mentioned, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, and kind of now mix it in with some EDM and some modern day commentary, and now we have Dreamcatcher?
Yeah, like it's all these different layers put together, and I think Jacob's amazing. He was one of the best directors I've ever had, and made me feel so safe on set. and actually like pushed me even further. And I learned so many things from Jacob, and kind of trusting his vision and taking his word, and then letting him guide me through with kind of his vision and then my vision, and kind of mesh them together in a like collaborative workspace. It was really, really fun. Really, really fun.
Can you comment, how much of the music did you get to listen to? Because I know maybe they didn't pump as much on set, but you know, that EDM vibe, that music that really plays a part in setting the scenes is just as well as you guys, and also the setting.
So I still kind of am. When I go to the gym, well, when I used to go to the gym, I work out in the backyard now. I listen to a lot of EDM music, so I'm quite familiar with that. And when I used to, in my younger days, when I was 18, first going out, I used to go to those underground clubs. I'm from Melbourne, so they developed a specific sound of like called Melbourne Underground. I'm not sure if anyone's heard it or not, but like I was playing that through my phone while we're on set, so it kind of gave everyone a bit of a vibe. As for the music that they used in the movie, I'm not quite sure because I haven't heard it yet, but it definitely, being on set shooting it, using the EDM music, it definitely helped me and all the extras and everything get into character, I guess.
What do you hope that audience take away from Dylan?
I would like to say, you know, when they first meet him, you can see that he's troubled and he's a bit lost. And I think, you know, I'd like for everyone to take away from Dylan that he's overcome his problems, that he's freed himself because of his actions that he's taken.
Travis, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it. You guys did a fantastic job. Overall a great film, and I hope a lot of people get a chance to see it March 5th.
Absolutely. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Have a good